What is going on, beautiful people? I am Chev B. For new here, welcome, wagwan. Make sure you are subscribed down below. So today we're about to do miracle knots in under 2 hours. Like, we're trying to do this as quick as possible, and also we're about to do a bob style for this style. So the hair that we're using is from EayonHair. Absolutely loving the curl pattern and texture of this hair, and I cannot wait to get straight into it. So this is my braiding pattern. As you can see, it's really simple. Like, I did the front half and then I did these extra 5 right in the middle, so I don't cornrow the entire half going straight back. So I just want to slow down the video so you guys could see that section right there. So I do braid back, and then I have like that 5 extra piece of braids that is gonna hide my cornrows for this style. Like, y'all gonna see when it's time for us to install the hair. Now it is time to install our hair, and I pull the hair through my braid and I leave about 1.5 inches so that I could braid down. This is the best method for those of you who can't braid, or rather feed in braid. So this is going to be really simple, and all you have to do to undo this is just pull the braids out. That is it. Make sure that your hair is hydrated and wet when you're doing the takedown, and it's super easy. I promise you, it's not that complicated. And then I'm just gonna do about 3 pieces of hair per braid until like I get to the front where my hair is longer. Then I put in 4 pieces. Now all of this and the fullness will depend on the length of your hair and the thickness. So I am more on the thin side at the sides of my hair, and my hair is really thick in the middle and more towards the back. So I just needed the 3 pieces. So I'm just going to continue to do that process. So first we pull the hair through our braid. You leave about 1.5 inches, and then you start braiding down. I don't use any glue. I don't use anything to knot it because of the texture and the pattern of this curl pattern. I don't even have to do much of anything, and the hair does not unravel because we use our braids as an anchor. Then I create a loop in the middle and pull that through, and then I do one on the very top. I just do 1 loop. Do not double loop. Do not do triple loop. Don't do anything complicated. Just pull the hair through. You have that loop and you pull one side through. I only pull one side, not both. So I'm just going to keep repeating the process because sometimes it's better to see what's happening as opposed to like me explaining it, and I'm trying not to make it as complicated because it's really simple. So yeah, after I do that, I not sure how many packs of hair I use at this point because I had them all laid out, but I'm almost sure that I only used 3.5 packs. I didn't even open my 5th pack for sure. So yeah, it all depends on the fullness, especially when we get to the back. That will all depend on how full you want it, how much hair you want to save, and all that good stuff. Now that the front is completed, it is time for the back. Now, if you have short hair like mine, you might need to use braiding hair for this, or you can just braid it a little bit tighter. I don't know. I couldn't be bothered. I didn't want too much tension on my hair. I did have like a 1-2 of my braids slip out at the corner right there, but it didn't even show in the back, so I didn't even care. So with the back, my advice is don't pull across 2 cornrows. Stay on 1 braid at a time. Stay on that 1 cornrow when you're creating your loop, because it's gonna make for an easy and uncomplicated takedown process when you just loop on the braid. So now I'm just filling in the top part, and this is what it is looking like so far. It's looking full. We are still under that 2 hours at this point. I think I was like 1 hour and 50 minutes, and that's just me chilling. Like, we weren't doing too much. I wasn't going fast, I wasn't going too slow, but I was just in a relaxed state. And let me just say, the calculation of the timing doesn't include the braid down. The braid down didn't even take much time at all. I just prefer to do my braid downs the night before. Now when it comes to filling in the spots, you do that how much fullness you want. I just wanted a little bit more fullness at the top because, like I said, I didn't even use that much hair to do this. Now it is time to create my shoulder length slash bob look, because I've always wanted bob braids. And also this will be really good for the girlies that want a bob braid look but you have longer hair. You can just braid your hair up in the back and then crochet the hair on top. Then you do the single braids at the top. Well, it will depend on the length of your hair. Maybe your hair is even longer in the front. I don't know, girl, but just that idea. If your hair is more long, obviously in the back, you can do that to put your hair away so that you can have like a curly braided bob look. Like, I'm loving this. So if you have a 360 mirror, this will be very helpful for cutting. And also, I want you to see that I'm not doing a blunt cut going straight across. I do my hands up and down in a like, you know, like a little motion. I don't even know how to describe this motion. Obviously you could see it, but we're not doing a blunt cut because I didn't want to spoil the hair. I didn't want it to look crazy. You know, we still wanted it to look like it was professionally done, not in my kitchen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at the areas that I need to cut. So I'm just looking in the back right now in my mirror, and I'm like, okay, we got a couple of pieces that are out of order, so we need to trim those. And again, we're doing an up and down motion. I have a 360 mirror link on my Amazon storefront. I'll put that in the description box down below so you can link that. Every time I do a braided style, I always use my 360 mirror. It is a lifesaver. So this is the hair so far, and I'm like, girl, I am loving this. I did go in, you know, here and there with a little bit more trimming, you know, just to make it look a little bit more uniform. And then I'm going to go in with my spray bottle and spray some water on the hair. Because I didn't use braiding hair, I didn't even need to drench it. I didn't even want a wet look per se, but also I wanted to make sure that the hair is uniformed and together. So I'm just going to use some of this mousse. This is the Shea Moisture mousse that I have, and I'm just going to put it all over just to make sure that we're controlling frizz and also to have that freshly done look. Girl, let me know what you think about this bob. Like, my first time doing a braided bob style, and look at the back. You cannot tell me there are cornrows going back in the back because of that little extra row that we did with those 5 pieces of braid were perfect for hiding. So we have the single traditional miracle knots in the front, and then we have crochet in the back, and that will make for an easy styling time. Like, this is vacation ready. Like, imagine getting your hair done for vacation in under 2 hours, or just for the summertime, girl. You just wanted a quick hairstyle. You didn't get to book a hair appointment, and you just do this on yourself, and you have this style for the entire month. Let me know what you guys think about the look. All the details for this hair will be in the description box down below. I love y'all so much for watching. Go on, big up on yourself. Bye, guys.